Well, hello and welcome to today's episode of the Unretired. Well, hello and welcome to today's episode of the Unretired AF podcast. We're doing a live stream today on the soundtrack of our lives, Boomer Edition. You ever notice how one song can instantly take you back in time to the summer or to a certain person or, maybe even something that you shouldn't talk about on YouTube?
Oh, man. Yep. Music's like a time machine, only with better hair and probably some worse decisions.
Right.
Oh.
Well, hello and welcome to our live stream, our Tuesday night live stream. We're so excited that you're here.
Yep. So I'm Jim. This is Tav. We're your hosts for tonight. We are also, we put on the Unretired AF, which you all know about. Podcast, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. And we sincerely appreciate you being here to share time with us. We'd also like to invite you viewers to drop your favorite songs, artists, and concert memories in the chat.
Yeah.
So we can talk about them.
Well, hello, WA. He says, hello, Tav and Jim. I hope you two are doing great. Looking forward to this evening's podcast. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you very much.
We really appreciate it. Well, tonight is about nostalgia, bad dance moves, and songs that got us through it all. And we know our generation had a ton of songs that got us through.
Yes, we do.
So if you just jump in at any point and put your favorite songs in the comments or any other comment that you have about the music, and we will we'll read it out loud to everybody. All right, we're going to start with the favorite record or 8-track that you had back in the day. So what was your favorite record?
Oh, no doubt. Boston, More Than a Feeling.
Well, that's a song, but the record.
The record. I think that's what the record was called.
I think it was just Boston.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could look it up, but I think it was just Boston.
Okay.
Their first run.
Yep.
Self-titled.
Yep.
With the spaceships on it.
With the spaceships on it.
Right. That was awesome. I mean, every single song on that
was good.
Great. And it was just a different time where our generation had albums where you bought the album and the whole album was good.
Right.
Now you buy a CD and it's like one song, maybe two, and filler.
Right.
Filler crap. It's not all 100% good. Well, my favorite from when I was young, is obviously my shirt I have on tonight. Peter Frampton, Frampton Comes Alive. I mean, I put that thing on my record player and before I went to bed, and it would just go over and over and over all throughout the night. And I think it was in my brain. I would wake up and I still know every single sound from that record.
WA says, growing up in Massachusetts, I loved the group Boston. Yeah. All right.
I mean, they were really a very unique band.
Yeah, they were.
I think, weren't they all engineers? I think they were.
I think so.
Engineers, and they started the band, and they approached music in a real different way than. But they did that song "Token," so I think they must have been stoners too from the '70s. Stoner engineers.
There you go.
But you and I saw them a few years ago. It's probably been a few years before COVID, so it's probably been about 7 or 8 years ago. We saw them here in Phoenix, and they were fantastic. They have obviously a new lead singer. Unfortunately, the first lead singer passed, but the new lead singer, he sounded so good.
He did.
In fact, I didn't even realize, because while I liked their music, I didn't watch their music videos or whatever, so I didn't really know what they looked like.
Yeah.
So I kept thinking, man, that lead singer is so young looking. What is he doing? It took me a while to realize that it was a different person. All right. And we would love to hear from you out there. I see we've got 3 people in the chat right now. We would love to hear from you guys. What was your favorite record or 8-track or cassette from when you were growing up? Something you probably got from Columbia House Records or an RCA Record Club for, 20 for a penny or however that was back then.
Yep.
All right. You want to do the next one?
Yeah. So what is your favorite pump-up song?
Pump-up song. We all have those.
Oh, yeah. For me, it was ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man.
Oh, yeah. That was great. That was really good. That was good. That was 80s.
That was 80s.
That was 80s. That was really good. Yeah, they were great. For
How about
me,
you?
I have a bunch of them. It kind of depends on what I was pumping myself up to do. Angela, Highway to Hell. That was AC/DC is in fact, I'm saying my pump up songs were Back in Black and Shoot to Thrill. So we made some notes so we wouldn't forget. So mine are, and then I also like, because I'm Scottish, of Scottish descent, I really like It's a Long Way to the Top if you want to rock and roll, because anybody that can pull off bagpipes in a rock and roll song, they've got to be great.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends on what we were doing, because Jim and I, for our type of work that we've done, we did a lot of arguing and negotiating, which really just meant fighting with people to get them to do what we wanted. And they were doing the same. So I would go and I would listen to, I definitely would listen to Shoot to Thrill or Back in Black before those meetings, because I just needed that pump up. So,
right.
All right. We can't get through these so fast. We're just racing through.
I know.
How about you, WA? What was your favorite pump up song? You didn't give us a favorite record or 8-track. Do you have a favorite pump up song? Something that gets you ready for work? Yeah, we'd love to know what that is. And Angela, for your song Highway to Hell, that's one of the songs that actually it was Hell's Bells. I was gonna say, every time Jim and I go out in the boat, we would play Hell's Bells, 6 a.m, going out fishing, leaving the marina, blasting
As
Hell's
the sounds
Bells,
reverberating between the Sheraton towers, man. Awesome.
That was a great song.
Awesome.
All right. WA says Journey, Don't Stop Believing. That's awesome.
That's
song.
A good. Yep.
I mean, Journey was amazing band. Yeah. And WA says Hell's Bells was great. It was really great. That would get us pumped up to go fishing.
Yep. Awesome. All
right. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit and probably take you back to junior high and high school, and maybe weddings from your 20s. Favorite song to slow dance to? Why don't you go first?
Well, for me, it's got to be.
Don't sing it.
Feelings.
Don't sing it. Yeah, we
Nothing
get in trouble.
More.
We don't want to get a copyright strike because YouTube's really strict about that. So we can't sing it.
Nothing More Than Feelings.
You can say it. Yeah. Yes, you just can't sing it. So gosh, I remember that song came out when I was probably 8th grade, I think. And I remember, doing the bear hug where you just kind of go in a circle. You don't know what you're doing, dancing.
The bear hug?
Well, you know how slow dancing and you're just shuffling your feet back and forth, going in a circle.
Okay.
Did you do something different?
No.
Is that what you did too?
No.
Oh, let's hear what Mr. Jim did. Slow dancing.
Slow dancing. Oh, it was just the whole wrap up.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
What do you think a bear hug is?
I've just never heard of a bear hug dance. That's all.
Nobody called it that. I just said that.
Oh, okay.
I just said that.
All
okay.
Right.
All right. So that's yours?
Yep.
Mine is Chicago, Color My World.
That's a good song.
Oh, what is he? Oh, If You Leave Me Now. Okay. Angela says, my first slow dance was to If You Leave Me Now, Chicago, 7th grade dance. Yes. Well, mine was also probably 7th or 8th grade, and it was Color My World by Chicago. So it was very, very similar.
It's crazy, and I'm sure both of you that are on, or the two of you that are on it, you say one of these songs and you hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear it. When I just read that, what Angela said, I mean,
but you don't just hear it. It takes you back to, I don't know where I had school dances in the gym.
Yeah.
And it just takes me back to that gym with some streamers hung up, for homecoming or whatever. And sometimes the formal dances. I mean, we had a formal homecoming dance and a formal prom. And then we also had like a Sadie Hawkins dance. They called it the spring swing.
Okay.
So, hey, Scoo.
Hi, Scoo.
So glad you could make it. So if you have a favorite slow song that you dance to, let's see. Angela said, If You Leave Me Now by Chicago. Jim said Feelings. I'm not sure who sang that one. And mine was Chicago, Color My World. So that, yeah. That was the slow dancing of junior high and high school. All right. You want to do the
I'm
next
more
one?
of a rock and roller, says Scoo. Well, that's all right.
Oh, I'm a rock and roller, but you know what? It's hard to slow dance to rock and roll songs.
Yeah, true.
And back then, we were slow dancing in junior high and high school, and occasionally at weddings.
Occasionally
at weddings, depending on how much alcohol we drink.
Right. All right. The next one is songs that make you drive too fast. I mean, for me,
yeah,
I can't drive 55.
Yeah, that was a good one for that.
Yeah.
For driving fast. I had a few that made me drive fast. Because I just like to drive fast. And have been blessed to not get caught. Oh, Angela says, I use cruise control, LOL. Well, you're smart. You're smart to use the cruise control, because then you don't. I don't trust the cruise control, because I had it get stuck on me one time when I was in my 20s. And honestly, I'm not even lying to you. I was on the freeway. It wouldn't, tapping it, turning it off, it wouldn't turn off. I was in a 1974 LTD Brougham. And
it's a tank.
It was a tank. And the cruise control wouldn't turn off. I had to put it into neutral and like cruise to the side, and it was still revving and being crazy.
I'm surprised it didn't blow the engine.
Well, because I put it neutral, because I wasn't a dumbass. I knew how to.
That's what I'm talking about.
Preserve the engine. I wasn't going to let that happen. But yeah, so I don't use cruise. So all that to say, I don't use cruise control in any of my cars ever. That was very scary. Yes, it was. WA says, yikes, that's scary, Tav. And he also says, Sammy Hagar, LOL. Sammy Hagar, I know. Especially if, I liked Van Halen. I was like a purist for Van Halen, and it's always going to be David Lee Roth for me for Van Halen. I know a lot of people thought he was a joke, and that it wasn't a real rock and roll band until Sammy Hagar came along. But I don't know. I like Dave.
Yeah.
Diamond Dave. I liked him. All right. And then the song I like to drive fast to, probably two of them that I think I would drive too fast to, because one of my favorite bands is The Who, and Who Are You, or Won't Get Fooled Again. I like those because I like that screaming. There's like screaming. I like the one part in Who Are You when he talks about standing on a preaching from a chair. That is something I would have probably done in my 20s if there was alcohol involved, and getting in fights. That was me. And then Won't Get Fooled Again with that big scream, And Angela says, Hailstorm, the old ones. I don't know that band. The name of the band is Hailstorm. Were they like a metal band? Because I know a lot of bands. I don't remember them. And then Scoo says, Magic Carpet Ride by Steppenwolf.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
That's a real good one.
Such a good one. And of course,
that's
what's that? Oh, Angela says that's the name of the band, Hailstorm. Okay, I'll have to look them up. I've never heard of them before, which is weird. Maybe were they like mag metal or I don't know. I'll have to look them up. I will look them up and let you know what I think of them. And what's the other one? The Steppenwolf one, the one that was on Easy Rider. My brain just is drawing a blank here. Angela says, watching me is a good one. Okay, I will definitely look that one up. Definitely do that.
I know that one.
What is the Born to Be Wild?
Born to Be Wild. There you go.
Thank you, Scoo. My brain is just not working too great at the moment. That's a really good one too. Either of those would be good for driving.
Yeah.
All right. Songs that never get old. Songs that never get old. What's your song that never gets old?
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yeah. Jimmy Buffett.
Really, any Jimmy Buffett never gets old to me.
Yeah.
Just a lot of history there.
Yeah.
Plus, I like cheeseburgers.
So that works.
And I always like being in paradise.
So that works. Well, for me, the song that never gets old, and let's hear yours. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Angela says Eagles songs. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. They never get old. For me, my favorite song that never gets old, let's see. Oh yeah, Scoot says Stuff by Cream, White Room, Sunshine of Your Love. Absolutely. Those are two awesome songs. And for anybody out there who doesn't know, Cream was with Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
And so good. Just so good.
Very good.
Mine is Sweet Home Alabama. I love that song. It's my favorite song. It'd be number one of all my favorite songs. I like this. I like I like singing along to it. I like the sound of it. I just love everything about Sweet Home Alabama. So that's my number one favorite song. And then my number two favorite song is Rolling Stones' Give Me Shelter. I just love everything about Give Me Shelter. It's such a soulful song. And I love that the singer that came in and did and did all the, I don't even know what you call it, but the
singing.
Yeah, but it was emoting, I guess. Maybe that's the word I want to use too. A very emoting in that song. So yeah, so Give Me Shelter and Sweet Home Alabama are my favorite too. I'd probably stick Sweet Home Alabama slightly ahead. And if I want to get something that's slightly newer, I mean, you guys will laugh because I really like this song, and I played it and played it and played it and played it. Was a Zac Brown Band, Chicken Fried. I just love that song. I just love that song.
That is good.
It's not really from our generation. It's a newer song, but I really like it.
Yeah.
All right.
What about, did you like any of the old country stuff?
Yes, I did. I actually did. I liked the outlaw country stuff. I liked Johnny Cash. I liked Willie Nelson. I liked Waylon Jennings.
Yeah, I like Waylon Jennings.
And I liked some of the really old stuff, like Charlie Pride.
Yeah.
And Charlie Rich.
Yeah.
And let's see. WA says, I've seen Black Brown many times, love them. I mean, they just are just an awesome band. And that song is just so good. I just love it. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
That is one of my pump up songs when I'm like getting ready, is that song in a different way. It's not like I'm ready to fight, but it just makes me feel happy.
Nice.
Sort of like that Pharrell Williams song, Happy.
right.
Remember we would play that a lot because it's just a happy song.
Right. It's
just a very happy song, and it has so few words that you can sing along easily to it. It doesn't have complicated lyrics to it or anything. So
there's so many of the old Chicago songs were so good too.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a lot. They had a lot of songs. I agree with whoever said the Eagles, Angela.
Yeah.
I mean, Eagles are top notch as well.
Well, and don't you think when you think about a certain song that you can think about like a person, like if you think about your first girlfriend, what song, like first serious girlfriend, I'm not talking junior high bear hug dance, slow dancing, but your first serious girlfriend, is there a song that reminds you of them?
Well, no, because it left in heartbreak, so I don't try to remember it. No, I'm terrible with the names of songs.
Well, I'll tell you the name if you tell me the line. But you can't sing it.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I mean, I think of my first relationship song, and it's really funny because the song that I remember most about that relationship, because we used to go dancing all the time, was Rick James Super Freak. Because it was out. It was so popular then. Either that or something from Donna Summer's record from 1979. That was that one had Bad Girls and gosh, so many. Oh, there we go. Super Freak. Exactly. Super Freaky. That's it. So yeah, I mean that time was weird. Disco was just weird. I mean, we can laugh about it now, right?
Yeah.
Because for me, I was like a rock and roll girl, and my boyfriend was into disco, so that was interesting. But I'm grateful for that exposure to disco now, because now we can laugh about it, and it's so dumb. Like even like, can you imagine like Rod Stewart? Do you think I'm sexy? That's the craziest slightly rock disco song ever. So weird.
Right.
So weird. Angela says, Janet Jackson. No, my name's not baby. It's Janet. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Oh, right. Nasty. Yes. By Janet Jackson. Yep. Well, and then the Michael Jackson album that came out, the first one, and then Thriller. I mean, those were great. It didn't matter what genre of music you preferred. I mean, those records were great. It doesn't really matter what you think about him as a person. His music was phenomenal and definitely ahead of its time.
I mean, I love the Marvin Gaye and the Teddy Pendergrass stuff too.
All the Motown stuff. Yeah. So good. I mean,
good.
Well, and I think that's the thing about you and I. We were exposed to a lot of different kinds of music when we were young from a lot of different genres.
Right.
Like my parents would play Harry Belafonte, Jump Up Calypso. That was a record that was always on the record player at home with my parents. They played a lot of Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah.
But they also played, Roger Miller country too.
Huh.
And trying to think, Tapestry came out. Carole King Tapestry came out, and that one was a fantastic song. Let's see. Jesse in Asia says the song of my first school dance in 7th grade was Locomotion by Grand Funk Railroad. How did we forget that one?
I know.
That was awesome, the Locomotion. And we would all dance. I remember that. Thank you for bringing up that one. I totally forgot that one, Jesse. That was great. Angela says, my mom loved Barbra Streisand, LOL. Everybody loved Barbra Streisand, but it really wasn't music to listen to while to motivate you to clean, which is, I think, my mom's motivation putting on Jump Up Calypso was hoping that would get us vacuuming or something. And Angela says, Locomotion was a great song. It was such a good song. And it's funny, when you guys are mentioning songs in the comments, I start hearing it in my head.
I know. I just want to start singing, wailing.
Well, and Jim and I do sing a lot. We sing in the car when we're together.
We do.
We sing at home. We sing a lot. So this is a restraint for both of us not singing because we really
to not
like
get popped by YouTube.
We don't want to get a copyright strike because YouTube is very strict about that. So we have to be careful. And WA says, oh my gosh, I remember Locomotion. That was so good. That was so good. That was great. And then, but then I remember, do you think about this? I remember in junior high, no, maybe freshman year of high school. So I would have been 15. And we had a band at my high school just for a regular dance. And they were playing Foreigner stuff, Feels Like the First Time. People that are 15 and don't need to be hearing that shit, right? I mean, I think about it now, and I think about those songs. I mean, there were some of them were so inappropriate for 15-year-olds.
Right.
Angela says, I love rock and roll, Joan Jett. Yeah, and Joan Jett's great. Jim and I saw Joan Jett recently. Well, when I say recently, it was probably 6 years ago. It was before COVID.
Yeah.
With Steve Miller Band. And that was a great show. She has really taken care of herself because she still puts on fantastic show, which has got to be hard. It's got to be very, very exhausting. Hard on your body to do it at that age.
Right.
She put on a great show, and so did Steve Miller. Awesome show. Angela says Blondie was good too. Blondie was so good. I mean, honestly, she was like the first rapper, right? And Scoo says,
oh, yeah.
You can read Scoo's.
Scoo says, Steely Dan had a lot of good ones. Hey, 19. I was a Steely Dan fan.
Yeah.
Still am.
Yeah.
It's still am.
We listen to a lot of Steely Dan. And plus, we have Sirius radio in the car. So when we're going back and forth from San Diego to here in Phoenix, we'll listen to The Bridge. That's one of the channels we like. We'll listen, if we're particularly feeling sort of snarky, we'll listen to the Yacht Rock channel.
Yacht Rock Radio.
Has a lot of funny songs on it. Let's see. Angela says Air Supply. Yeah, Air Supply was good. I appreciated Air Supply, and I appreciate it now as an adult, but I was too cool for school, too cool for Air Supply back then, which is ridiculous. They were great. And Jesse in Asia said Steve Miller is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I still think he was one of the most underrated of his era. He owned the mid 70s. That is absolutely true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, The Joker, Fly Like an Eagle, all of those songs were phenomenal. And they were like, the whole record was great.
Right.
And in my case, I didn't have the record. I had the 8-track for that one. What was the name of that record? Or that 8-track, that album? I can see it, and it had like a horse, a flying like Pegasus on the front. I can't remember what the name of that album was.
I don't know.
But that was so good. I had that 8-track. And let's see. Angela says, oh, Tiffany, LOL. I don't remember that one.
No.
And she says, I used to get the 45s. And Scoo says, Fly Like an Eagle. Was that the name of the record, Scoo? Or was that just the song on the record? I can't remember. It might have been Fly Like an Eagle. It might have been that. I just had a gnat on me. God, here in Phoenix, we have had so many gnat problems this summer. And what? I bought these little things you can plug into the outlet, and it's supposed to catch the gnats, and it's going to be safe for the cats. So we'll see it. We'll see. But I just had a gnat on me. I didn't like it. So anyway. All right. Scoo says not sure about the name of that record. If it was Fly Like an Eagle. I can't remember. But that sounds right. That sounds right. Maybe it was. I thought it was a Pegasus on it, but maybe it was not a Pegasus. Maybe it was something else. I don't know. All right. And then do we have any other favorite love songs? What's your favorite love songs out there? There were so many good love songs from our generation. And I was listening to somebody that Jim and I follow more. I watch, if you haven't been to his channel, it's pretty good. It's called Black Pegasus. And he has a YouTube channel. It's just at Black Pegasus. And he does a lot of music reactions to songs from our generation. And they're just so good. And one of the things that he commented is that the current music doesn't have like love songs like we had in our time. You want to read that one from Jesse in Asia?
Yeah. Jesse in Asia says, Book of Dreams was the one with the horse, but you're thinking of Fly Like an Eagle with a different cover.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Jesse, for telling us that. I wasn't sure. Book of Dreams. I remember that one with the horse. Now that you say that, Fly Like an Eagle. Yeah, Fly Like an Eagle. And maybe so it had a different cover. I can't even remember what that one was.
I don't know.
I think it's pretty good that you could probably play any of these songs, and every one of us would know all the words to them. But I think our generation was more dependent on the radio because we didn't have social media. We didn't have, what the kids have now. For us, the radio was everything.
Absolutely.
I mean, we would spend a lot of money putting radios in our cars.
Yeah.
Even though we'd have a real shitty junker car, it would have a good radio, right? Good speakers. I remember one of my friends, she put a radio in her car. She didn't have the money to get speakers, so she put house speakers and wired them in, had the house speakers in the back seat. It was great. It was great. So favorite love songs. What do you think? What's your favorite love song?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, there's a few of them. I thought you said you liked the Eagles. All of My Love. Is that what it's called? All of My Love? Da, 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 da. Oh, sorry. Can't do it. Sorry. All of My Love.
There's a couple Teddy Pendergrass songs.
Oh yeah.
That were awesome.
Yeah.
I just can't remember the names of them.
Angela says trying to record on cassette from the radio. Oh my gosh. Yes, we did that with Casey Kasem and the Top 40. And you just hope that they would shut up at the beginning so you could get a good intro without them talking, the whole time. Let's see. And Scoo says, I remember listening to the transistor at night. Yep. We would listen to the radio. And it was a huge part. I mean, it'd be the equivalent of social media in terms of impact on us.
That's a good one. And WA says, I'll Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
That is such a good song.
That is a good one.
Written by Dolly Parton. So it was a kind of a cool, sort of a cool genre clash there. And WA says, oh yes, the transistor transistor radio. The transistor radio was great. I had one in the 70s. I think I talked about before. It was yellow like a donut, and it would open up, and it had the dial on one side and then the speaker on the other side, and you close it back and you could carry it. And it was like a donut, but it was sort of lopsided. It was bigger at one end, and smaller at the other.
Wow.
Yeah, I liked it. And I never went anywhere without that radio. I mean, we were really dependent on the radio. I think favorite love song for me, maybe like some Bryan Adams, maybe like Everything You Do or Everything I Do for You. That's a
very good one.
I mean, Bryan Adams, he nailed it in the love song category.
Jesse in Asia says Boss Skaggs, We're All Alone, and Linda Ronstadt's Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me, maybe both after love songs.
Right. Well, and Jim and I love singing Poor, Poor, Pitiful Me. We sing that in the car all the time.
Yes, we do.
That's a good one. Let's see. Shallow. WA says Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. That's a really good song. It is a really good song. I don't know who wrote that song. Did Lady Gaga write that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's a little newer, isn't it?
It's pretty new. It's not certainly not from our generation, but
I don't know. WA may be a young guy.
Well, yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
No, he said he was my age last time.
Oh, a young guy then.
And Angela said Jesse's Got a Gun. That's a good one, but very troubling. If you really know what the meaning of it is, it's a really, really troubling song about that. And my sister used to sing that because I was a little hostile when I was young, so she would sing it. Tav's Got a Gun, and all my friends would laugh and make fun of me for that. Not that I did. Let's see.
The Monkees.
Scoo says, do you guys remember the Monkees? Of course. Daydream Believer, isn't that Monkees? Daydream Believer. No, don't do it. I think it's Daydream Believer. I love that song. Their music was great. I mean, their show was corny. I didn't watch it too much. I mean, I did, but I wouldn't admit it. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, but that was all about monetizing. No, they did well with that.
Right. I mean, I liked the Partridge Family when I was younger too.
Yeah.
And I Think I Love You by, but the Partridge Family, David Cassidy. I had a life-size poster of David Cassidy in my room when I was in 5th grade.
Oh, man.
So, did you ever say your favorite love song? I said mine was Bryan Adams. You guys are not giving us very many love songs. Jesse's Got a Gun.
Yeah, that's not a love song.
Jamie Got a Gun. Oh, is that a different song? Oh, it's Jamie. That's right. Jamie's Got a Gun. That's right. Aerosmith.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't have any?
I told you.
Well, the Eagle one, you just couldn't remember it?
Yeah. The Teddy Pendergrass ones.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
I think it's Stay With Me.
Mm-hmm. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Do it in your head.
Well, I am, but I don't know the name of it.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, there were a lot of them I liked. I mean, I liked quite a few. Let's see. Jesse in Asia says, I'm Not in Love by 10cc. Oh, yeah, that's a heartbreaking song about what a guy who just doesn't want to commit, I guess, right? I liked it. I liked it. Let's see. Scoo says, oh, that's one of my favorites, Jesse. Yeah. That's a really good song. Angela says too, that was a good one. Okay. There's so many I'm thinking of that I can't remember. But I know there are so many. I'm trying to think, did they have any love songs from Simon Garfunkel? I like them too.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh yeah, there we go. WA says Annie's Song by John Denver. That was good. Really a good song. That was a great song.
That was.
Well, and honestly, if I have to say one of my favorite love songs, which isn't really a love song, but it kind of is Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. I loved that song. I loved that song. Let's see. Jesse in Asia says, I think it's another after breakup song when he can't admit how sad he is after she broke up with him. Oh, okay. I didn't take it that way. I took it as he wasn't wanting to commit and he was being a jerk. But you're probably right. It probably was an after breakup song, and that was how he was dealing with it. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you want to shift gears here? What is the all-time favorite concert that you have ever been to?
Right. Yeah.
For me, mine was a very intimate. There were like 12 of us, and Jimmy Buffett played on his boat to us about 10 or 15 songs.
Before he was famous.
Before he was even famous.
Yeah.
And I was like 10 or 12 at the time, and it was pretty awesome.
Well, that's why you like him so much.
My second would be probably Chicago. I went to
saw them in concert.
Chicago in concert in New Orleans, and it was pretty awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
I think my favorite, I have a couple of favorites. One of my favorites is from the band The Firm. Do you guys remember them? It was like a band with Paul Rogers heading it up, lead singing, and Jimmy Page on guitar. And there were everybody was famous. I just didn't really know who the bass player and the drummer were, but they were from other bands. They were famous. That was an awesome concert. They were there with Uriah Heep. I think it was Uriah Heep. And that was an awesome concert. You know, I still listen to that record. I have that record from The Firm. It was stunning record. That was one of my favorites. And then my favorite really big stadium and arena concerts was probably the Rolling Stones. Yeah.
Oh, Scoo, I bet that was good.
Scoo says, you want to read it?
Yeah. Best concert, Moody Blues in the early 80s.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney in 2015. Edgar Winter about 1990 in Smaller Bar in Columbus, Ohio.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Angela says, in the 80s in Germany, Elton John, and that was my first concert. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Elton John, he doesn't have any, you know, he can play all night and you know every song.
Right.
That was what was good about the Rolling Stones too, was there was so many songs I knew.
WA says Kenny Chesney, Zach Brown, Jimmy Buffett, saw all of them in concert. Awesome.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
That's good. Scoo says, oh, Angela, you saw Elton John, ! Yes. I never saw Elton John either. I would have loved to have seen Elton John. I saw a lot of bands. Most of the bands I saw, because I went when I was young, I moved to California. I went to a lot of stuff on Sunset Boulevard in the 80s. So I was going to the Whiskey and the Roxy and the Troubadour. And like we saw Guns N' Roses before they were famous there, and they were awesome.
Wow.
Let's see. Angela says, it was awesome. Scoo says, husband saw Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin back in the day.
Man.
Wow. That's awesome. Did he go to Woodstock? And let's see, Jesse in Asia says Springsteen in 80, 81, and 84. Wow, that was back in the heyday. That was the time to see him for sure. I remember too, I went to one concert here when I saw The Who here, opened up by Loverboy. It was good. And John Cougar back then. He wasn't John Cougar Mellencamp, but John Cougar. And somebody here in Phoenix threw a beer bottle and hit him in the head. And he tried to start a fight with the person that did it. And the people in the audience were like pointing to who did it because they were all pissed off because he had to go backstage and get some stitches. So it was a little bit rough of a concert. Jesse says, oh, I was an LA guy too. Lots of nights at the Whiskey and the Roxy. Maybe X was my fave in those days. Yeah, I loved those. And you want to read what Scoo said?
Yeah, Scoo says, no, he saw Hendrix a lot in Seattle, but didn't get to go to Woodstock.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, so you were in LA at the same time. I just remember seeing so many bands back then. It was such a fun time. I remember my dad came out to visit. And my dad was a firefighter and he was so cool. He would have been in his 50s at that time. And we took him to the Troubadour and there was like an all-girl band. I can't remember her name. And he wore like an Argyle sweater, jeans and loafers. And he had the best time. I thought that was such a good sport for him to go and do that. And he had a great time.
Well, thank you all for sharing that with us. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then Jesse says maybe X was my fave in those days. I don't remember X. Is that was that the name of a band? I don't remember that. I don't remember that one. X was punk. Okay. Jesse says X was punk. That's probably why I don't remember. It's not that I didn't like punk. I just wasn't exposed to a lot of it. I was kind of into the hair bands. The bands I was going to were like the Scorpions and, I think, I saw Rush, Neil Peart on the drums. I think at that time they had his drum kit on a revolving thing. He played upside down and all around like that. It was amazing. At Rush for 3 guys, that was amazing. Amazing show. I forgot about them. That was so good. So what about you? Any other concerts besides Jimmy Buffett?
No, I mean, a lot.
You and I have been to a lot.
Yeah.
We saw the Fabulous Thunderbirds too. That was good.
Right.
Angela says Scorpions Holiday. Yep, that was so good. You want to read the next one?
Jesse says, not many all-girl bands yet at that time before the Blackhearts and the Go-Go's.
Well, it's a funny story because I had friends that were in a band here in Phoenix, and it was called Chanteuse. And then they went through another variation, went through another couple of them. And the lead guitar player was an awesome guitar player. There's not been anybody, not Lita Ford, not anybody that played the guitar like she did. Her name was Tina King. We were friends. And she's a realtor in San Diego now. But she played the guitar. She was badass on the guitar. So it's just, I think sometimes getting that exposure and who not necessarily that they always pick the best ones.
So I saw ZZ Top a number of times in Houston. I saw Heart. I saw, of course, Chicago a couple times. I saw Garth Brooks. That was pretty cool. Who else? I mean, been blessed. I've seen a bunch of them. Some are more memorial than others.
Well, and we don't go as much anymore because now, I mean, I think when Eric Clapton came last time, you look to get tickets, it's like $300 a ticket. I'm sorry. We're not going to pay more than a freaking car payment to go to a concert. I mean, when we were going to concerts back then, I'm sure it was the same for you guys. What were you guys paying for concert tickets back then? I think it was like between 18 and 20 bucks. And then for another 10 bucks, you could get a bootleg t-shirt outside from some of the bootleg stands out there. And, sometimes you got lucky and it would survive the wash. Sometimes it didn't. Let's see. Scoo says, Van Morrison. Saw him in Belfast several times. Yes, concerts are too expensive. Van Morrison's awesome. I mean, I love Van Morrison. I forgot Brown Eyed Girl's one of my favorite songs. I would get my son and we would dance in the kitchen to Brown Eyed Girl because it's just such a great song. Moon Dance is good. Into the Mystic, one of my favorites. So good.
Nice. Angela saw the Eagles in St. Louis. That's great.
Awesome. Jesse says, yes, I remember all those LA shows at the big venues like the Forum were like, exactly. 17, 18 bucks. Yep. I mean, that's what it was. And I think part of it is because we were buying the records too. We were, I think now, I think a lot of people are buying. Now I know, some of the younger people make fun of me because I buy music still. Because they just rip it off of, did any of you guys do LimeWire or Napster? Did any of you guys do that back in what they call it, the noughts? Is that what you call it? The early 2000s? I did. I had a big collection of stuff on LimeWire and Napster, but it's all gone, it's all gone now.
Yep.
So I think that's one reason. And I think just greed. I think just the music industry whoa, what did you do? You wasting good
apparently
scotch?
Wasted good scotch. That's not good.
All right. Let's see.
There'll be some little girls drunk tonight.
Okay. Also, we want to tell you guys too that Yeah, alcohol abuse, Angela says. All right. Well, you can't get over that. You should just go. You should just go in front of the camera. That's fine. Jim's jumping over the cords behind.
I'm jumping through hoops.
He's being very, very, very coordinated right now. So anyway, I wanted to tell you, for those of you who aren't in our Unretired AF Rebel School group, this is the last. We're winding down to the last 3 weeks that it's going to be free. Anybody that joins before November 1st, it gets in free and free lifetime access to it. So, we're going to do a lot of stuff over there. I'm thinking about doing, and I'm going to do coffee with Tav one morning a week. That'll be like on a Zoom. I'm not going to do it as a live stream because I want to see your faces. I want to hear your voices. So if we do it on Zoom where everybody can be on camera, if you want to, you don't have to be, but it'll be voice rather than just texting. Just leave it there. Just leave it there. Just leave it there. That's fine. Well, tonight was fun. That was really fun. We're so glad that see so many of you guys, showed up for our live stream. We're still kind of getting the hang of it, but I think this is our fifth one, I think. So I think it's improving a little bit.
Hope so.
With each time. WA says, thanks, guys. It was fun. Thank you, too, WA. You've been, I think, at every one.
Yes.
Everyone. We really appreciate the support. We appreciate the support from you, Angela. You're like one of our diehards also.
Yeah.
Jesse, thank you so much for coming and coming tonight. We really, really, really appreciate it. And Angela says, you are great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you too, Scoo.
Thank you, Scoo. Really appreciate it, and really appreciate the email this week from you. Really appreciate it. I apologize, I didn't get it. It went into my spam, and I saw it as I was looking for something else, and I saw it in there. So I just responded yesterday. So sorry about that. And if you guys have any ideas for live stream topics, we're open to that. We'd love to hear, any of your ideas. This was actually another idea from Scoo. Scoo's given us a few ideas for episodes, and we really, really appreciate it. Sometimes we get to the bottom of the barrel and we have anything. So
it's tough.
Well, and we just want to know what you guys want to do.
Yeah.
What you're interested in, so that we can keep it fresh for you guys. Well, thank you so much. Does anybody have anything else? If not, I think we're going to sign off. It's our longest one too, 47 minutes.
Have a great rest of your week. We really, really appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, we're not slowing down.
And neither should you.
And together, we're Unretired AF. See you next time, guys.
Bye.